Ready to receive, and it is ZywOo after all. Let's see if he can track those bounding Danes. valde, good for it. And now he's into the site. misutaaa's trying to actively contest it. Yeah, the frags are coming in one by one. OG locking it down, looks set for success. Only shox in his USP, and it's not long for this. Wild 3 straight.
Self about to be tested.
Yeah, he's throwing out a smoke to buy time, and it looks pretty effective initially. Another smoke thrown out by these CTs, but it's not really got him far. If anything, it's just taken them down. Nice gap for ZywOo. He catches some flak though. He's got 6 HP, and you don't want to be losing that AWP, so receding now, repositioning through that window position, so still trying to be threatening. I think it kind of hinges on if shox finds anything initially, but already ZywOo's out of there, and so are Vitality.
Oh, here we go. valde with a chance there to just deny misutaaa, but quick on the mentality is to win. Now, I know that might sound odd, right? But basically, the framing before was the level of expectation. Right, this is me having to paraphrase.
Double peek here. Should be able to find one head. If it's flameZ, that's great. Takes down OG's star. shox tucked in, yet to frag. Flash from ZywOo to set him up. He does try to strike valde. Doesn't seem to care about his screen being white. He still found the head, and now a man advantage. 20 seconds, Chad. A little sketchy. And if it's misutaaa can destabilize, a little more than that was required, because now I fear the bomb plant's pretty much locked in. Aleksib trying to get it down. He's been caught by Apex. Chaos now on the site. valde's lost it as well in the round. It peters out into nothingness. ZywOo down, sure, but mantuu just won't get the fight in time, and so tucking tail has to survive. Apex does not close the gap.
His head, so... Oh, this is aggressive.
Very aggressive from ZywOo. Potential flash from Apex, but the frag just comes to him, and the retreat too. Attack play, it's shock with some damage, and that's perfect. Oh, the synergy's there, the damage is too, but only one down so far on this B defense. I was there to deal with it, but smoked off. They need shox now, and they find him. ZywOo perfectly hidden by the incendiary, wanting to play the denial here, and valde doesn't check the no-scope to the head, and it falls apart again. OG. So many steps in the right direction. ZywOo's got his knife out. He's slashing for it. niko could perhaps have set him up, but Kyojin's got the denial. Okay, a couple of very...
Here.
He does. They're coming. valde peeking out. No way. mantuu collateral damage. He's caught through his teammate. Doesn't even get to fire off a bullet. That's magnificent from niko. Hard to control the spray on just the toes.
Here they come.
Perfect flash. misutaaa's vision's restored, and just as the boots hit the ground, down goes flameZ. More required. Only the two of them now, and we've got to find some jewels here. Aleksib's the one to put the OG name back in the feed. Flank from short. niko's going to be responsible for that. We don't get that smoke down initially, but this is some decent util dumping. Perfect to fend them off. shox caught through the smoke. ZywOo's there as well. niko dropping his util. It's the multiple pressure points, and that's the end of that. Vitality are looking very comfortable.
That was almost like great there, that Molotov from Aleksib B, right? It forced him to the right-hand side of that, right into niko's line of sight, but that play up, catwalk, not expecting it.
Kyojin gets the info.
He's in trouble, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be run down, and he is. Tech9's bounding into the site here. The Palace position does connect, and that's going to put default down. Apex gone, so ZywOo's got a call for assistance. The rotate's on its way. ZywOo's AWP is truly announced on that CT position. They're taking space. If they could try and find stairs, which they have, they've got to just avoid this AWP. Don't give him anything. Don't give him a thing. They tag him through the bot. 8 HP. This is OG's response. He's cowering in fear. shox with his secondary AWP to try and bail out the recovery. And he might even have a look at this, you know.
He's got a full belt of utility here. Smoke for the bomb would be nice.
Kit. Oh, lordy. Oh, no. OG cannot stomach a loss.
Well, that's a bit deep, I think, Alex.
You're right. He's going to have his bum sticking out, but exposed on the jiggle. Careful now, niko. You better not go down. It's going to get awkward. Very awkward. A fake plant. Aleksib reveals himself and saves them just in the nick of time. God damn. Got a lot to contend with here.
It's a good angle.
Set for success on the walkout, just ahead of the flash. Now ZywOo drops the smoke to reposition. Evades the molly that would have made things awkward, so perfect play so far from the Frenchman. shox as well, puts the bomb down loose. niko would have to find it, and he has. Takes down Apex, play on. Kyojin, the round-the-world maneuver is about to pay dividends, though. niko just not considering it. He was so early on this flank, and it will fall to mantuu. Kyojin deals with the first, and that's the end of that. Nice work from Vitality so far from... How do they handle this? So they're just charging through off a flash. ZywOo and Kyojin have got a lovely little crossfire here. Sandwich and CT. Multiple targets, and they've overwhelmed the first. Chad, this could get nasty for Vitality.
We've seen this before.
We have. And that's the change-up. niko's AK is a necessary evil. He needs more. mantuu's deagle for his second in the server. And now ZywOo going hunting. Of course he finds him. niko in that smoke. Another Aleksib straight through the smoke. Caught by the woo. mantuu. The flash, that's brilliant from mantuu. Game on now. We ask for something, and he does deliver. The smoke now deployed. ZywOo's playing nasty little games here. That swings out, but mantuu pulls OG in. That is exactly what they...
Cheeky run boost.
Yeah, and ZywOo's been looking like a threat through these smokes, and just as it fades, mantuu booked. Needed that, valde. That was an opportunity to immediately just nullify the loss of mantuu, and instead, ZywOo will catch another. First mid, now B. His presence is everywhere. niko can change things. And he won't. Needed the double on the aggress. Now Apex not only gets the frag, but an upgrade. And they are trying to slip through that smoke. No info for ZywOo. shox, however, a lovely position. And nearly finishes the job right there. And then poor flameZ, 10 HP. Don't fancy his chances here.
Okay, well, they hold on. A big one there. Something has to be coming his direction anytime.
Directly above him, and he has been found. That's a great gap for OG. Can they convert upon it? Apex tucked in. Very telegraphed flashes, but now it's time for that plant. Smoke down, valde responsible. There could be a denial from Apex. That's the only one in a position to do so, and he has found one. niko caught on ramp side. shox's flank has got them dead to right. Oh no! Two backs turn. The reaction slow. valde collapses, and now down to just two. Aleksib and flameZ to defend that ticking bomb.
They have smokes for this. They have utility for this.
It's not going to be easy at all. You surely want to get shox on the defuse side with the bodyguard, and hard shots to hit, dumping all their util now. Looking for any elevated angle, caught out one-on-one. Let's see how this goes. Aleksib up against shoxy. And he falls straight for the bluff. shox, too smart, fakes it out. And 4 kills from Vitality's legendary name. That is 9. And a solid defense, a solid start.
Jungle control right now, so this is going to make the retake difficult for OG. Do they want to fight? Yes, they do.
Yeah, maybe mantuu can find the first. There it is. Kyojin eliminated. And the bomb now ticking, but those taps are coming in. These silencers just picking away at the bones and multiple targets. misutaa's done very well to find 2 on the Glock. They need shox. Oh! Good God, he's done so much. He's set Apex up for success. The kit is the only thing that favors Aleksib here, and he knows where he is. Hard fight, very hard fight. Apex is playing with him, just holding W. What's going on in the Vitality? Do something with a bit of pace here, and niko could really destabilize here. It should favor him. Lord almighty, it's a bit messy. Hasn't finished onto Kyojin either. That would have been round winning. Now they've lost the B site. valde's dead immediately upon arrival as well to try and contest. They're pushing his kitchen position. Aleksib trying to knock the bomb plant down, but he's not ready for behind. Neither was niko. Good trade. That is crucial, because now the bomb's loose, and flameZ has just slowed it down in favor of the CT side.
Oof, they're both below half HP here, and mantuu's gone around the world on the flank. Oh, and Aleksib's just ripped off misutaaa's head right now, so we'll call that one done. A huge play from Aleksib, gets into the site, denies the plant. The same strat.
Yeah, but niko needs to be careful.
Oh, he's clearing.
And he's lost the duel to a MAC-10, no less. A free upgrade given. Aleksib's gone as well. valde, if ever there was a time for a hero moment, to bail OG out of the hot water they've just been thrust into, it would be here. He's been spotted out, though. Multiple bullets. One supportive flash does not get him set up. Oh, and it's just a matter of time, really. mantuu, so many targets, so little time. It's Kyojin's third on the Galil. And poor old flameZ, no real way to find impact.
No, and it is just going to have to be him trying to save.
An aggressive M4 with that aforementioned SMG. I mean, you're doing it from the bargain bucket.
He's making Valve happy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Showing,
He's even got the info, and he's not slowing down. The team flash is perfect to set him up. And he's in. Dug in. Baited in, perhaps even. But the bodies are dropping nicely on the A site. The bomb was on its way towards it. So shox's little lurk, unfortunately, will have to do a whole lot more than that. valde was ready for him. Good catch. Well, this is the turnaround we were hoping to see. Kyojin has already spotted out Aleksib, and he's looking a little intimidating here. Uses the sound to mask the drop-off. No longer a factor, but that's the end of that. What's the go sign? Coming up now. Here it comes. Just slipping through the jungle. Great shot out of flameZ. Punishes shox's swing. Need another from him, and the crosshair placement perfect. 3-on-3 and loads of time. No rush for them here. If anything, getting back into the site's going to be a bit of a tall order. Util plentiful. niko trying to deny the plant. His crosshair was perfect, yeah. But ZywOo's got it down. And now starting to tip the scales in favor of Vitality. A chance for Apex, and he will seize it. Both coming in from CT. And it's as easy as that. One by one. mantuu, ZywOo, the last to stand. If the smoke is good, it could have been a threat. It wasn't quite on the...
Gone all in. They bought 3 rifles, but this is it.
Oh, it's so baited in. Oh, it's perfect. It really is. ZywOo has been caught. A nice boost on the tri-box leading to that. And niko should have the bomb down here. Some aggressions paying off. Oh, niko needed both. He really did. It shut down the entire round.
It's time for this. He needs to get past flameZ first. And that's not going to happen. His smoke just gave flameZ the...
And niko trying to force the issue. He's lost the duel. misutaaa laughs at him as he puts a bullet between the arms. From Apex better be brilliant. Aleksib, mantuu posted up, smokes her up, and that's the end of that. Aleksib with 2. Need more from flameZ, but he's kept humble, and sometimes the simplest CS is the best. You see how quickly that falls apart? Destroyed.
It felt like OG had the right setup there to be able to deal with that. And it's hard to see because in a lot of these scenarios, even when OG do get the opening kill, I remember before when niko pushed up mid, not in this round, but in a previous round.
Slate clean. It hasn't been a dreamy start for OG, far from it. Vitality, however, definitely looking well drilled. And there's one in the head-to-head for mantuu. That changes a couple of things for this CT side. They have now just got a little bit more room to maneuver. Aleksib's aggressive mid-control. I wonder if he even considers the underpass. Does he look back? And he does. Catching one, looking the other way. shox eliminated. misutaaa providing something to close. Kind of the perfect call. It's going to be the Danes here to set up for a defense, and they're common partners in crime. valde's done well with the first 2, and just Apex here.
Handles it. Okay.
niko's got nothing to report as the mid-window fades. Aleksib staring at the floor and can't adjust. misutaaa opens up. shox is still finding impact with his Mac 10, and flameZ not long. Surely, there's Molotov for him. Hard shot to hit. He commits to the spray, and Vitality 2 frags away from taking the OG's pick against them. Oh, shox has got the round locked in. valde doesn't know where he's getting shot from. A weapon retrieved. Not quite the frag found, but valde, the 25 HP 1v3, sounds like a very tall order. Apex was brought down low, but Kyojin full HP to at least trade off him. Oh my god, great taps. Straight through the box, and Kyojin's there to seal the deal. Vitality take OG's pick. 16. shox is being tested. He's actually got a partner for this. Apex is there too. 3 down the lower, and damn, Kyojin drive-by. Just holding his gun sideways, swings open the door. And speaking of doors, Apex for a top side pincer. Yeah, perfect. A nice one from valde. He will be humbled immediately. And that should be the end of that. You've got the kit on Aleksib as per usual. They'll have a flash perhaps from the Heaven retake, but I rarely see this pay off, Chad.
Oh, having a couple of flashbacks there as well. Keep our eyes on that vent rotate as this T-half continues here. Let's see how much they try and exploit it. But they're going to give the retake a go. The flash set up.
I've never seen it work. You get one, jumping in, and looking good for a second. flameZ has done more than you could have asked of him, but Aleksib, no health or arm.
Team showed up for the last one, so I think he's going to try and get a bag this time around, right? Get a classic 30 for ZywOo here, but for everybody playing at home.
flameZ has got such a powerful position, though. If he can activate at the right time, he's been found. ZywOo's the first, and that's the only one he'll be posting. Quick on the rotate here, though. I mean, Apex is still on silo, so it's essentially just 2 players to contend with, and to contest that defuse, they've both opted window side. He's got so much util. Does he have a kit? No. niko equipped. And they're still on that top side. Apex keeping some serious players busy. That's the frag they were waiting for. Now they have to surge into the site. Both grouped up on windows. Need one from valde here, and he's posted it. So misutaaa asked for the impossible. But that defuse is getting further and further away. Just in the nick of time they come in. Wow. Yep, by a Nat's wing, that's one. OG, retake that lower site.
All right, well.
Missed.
He does like that play, right? He goes aggressive, he drops that molly, he hangs around, and mantuu, thank you. That's what we want to see. This V5 number advantage now as the smoke wall hits the deck, the L block in play, and Apex surging forward. Flash!
Perfect timing on the flash. You can see that was absolutely up the heels. Rotates in. Aleksib's got a smoke for his teammates to play around. And oh, it's looking good here. We need more from that flameZ. ZywOo should have him. And now a little bit of room to stretch their legs. They'd love a plant. Flash cocked on the door. He's trying to set himself up for success there. valde, nice and nerdy, but nothing to report. It's niko that saves the day. Will ZywOo do one better?
He's been happening already, and they're both having to rotate up the vent here. It's a race.
Looking for it already. Has been found. niko juking out with ZywOo. One tap is all it would take, but niko's good for it. And now OG wants him. It's two of the sharpest guns in the Vitality arsenal here. Already passing his first test, trying to manage the spray. Ramp is lost. Aleksib to respond, and actually going further than you would expect. He wants to take a fight here on the two of them. What a jiggle from Kyojin. He's aware, and that's the trade necessary. ZywOo's in. Problems on the rotate. They jump into the vents and into the mouth of shox. He wants more, and mantuu's going to give it to him. That's such a hard clear.
They have to save. I don't know how they can go for this unless niko gets this kill into shox right now. Oh, he hasn't even looked. Thank God for mantuu.
Timing saves them. Do they have a look? ZywOo's got 1 HP. Could come down to Kyojin here. ZywOo's just playing cat and mouse, wants to hide this one out. Kyojin just hiding in plain sight on the stairs. I love their setup. Good find. And Kyojin one-on-one. He's done it all he's required. Both of them drop, another for Vitality.
How much utility have they already bled through? And here it is. So we're talking about one of these aggressive maneuvers. There's mantuu, and there it is. They're put in a position to find a kill. Orb, so he's going to push the issue towards heaven as well. shox, this is a great move.
Nah, Aleksib's caught him. Yeah, with 2 HP to spare, he's been found. So now, I've seen rounds like this fall apart for OG. flameZ playing a nice, aggressive info CT's position, tucking in, I suppose, given the man advantage. But here it goes. First is found. Far from ideal. valde, you better tuck in, bro. He's still sticking around. Multiple angles. From above, they strike. Too much for niko. And now mantuu and flameZ.
Oh, no.
God, it's fallen apart. 2 versus 4 and the 2 new boys. The anime profile picks. Looking set for 6. flameZ trying to clutch up with an MP9. And good luck, have fun. The round-the-world maneuver coming in from ZywOo. The unexpected play. There's nothing he can... Oh, checked it for a second on the reload, but there's another.
They'd like to go apply a bit of pressure towards flameZ, and if he doesn't get the kills, he has to drop lower. It feels like they've negated him from the round, but there you go. I think that's the 3rd opening for mantuu with the AWP, so here we go again.
flameZ, so much to do, and that's the end of him. misutaaa hitting him with the Zatares peak, a chance for niko goes awry, and yeah, falling into place again for the French. This just feels like...
Get the opening kill again, right? You should be set at that point to at least go 1 for 1 in the trade department there on out. All the way here, so we'll call this half 1. 8 now for Vitality.
How much more?
I don't know.
ZywOo's posted up. shox is there. A sound cue would go a long way. Oh, there it is. But ZywOo reveals himself as well, and it's too easy for him.
How's he done that?
I can't believe he's taken both. Oh, of course, of course.
They're taking damage.
Yeah.
They just won't die.
Every button Rush presses is a CT dinking a T and dying. I mean... mantuu.
Yeah. Saved by the glass.
Before he can even finish the jump.
See, bring out the double orbs, but guess what? You just rush top and away you go.
Oh, that's nice damage. Just need to see them finish it off. OG have finally toppled the majority, leaving Apex. Throwing caution to the wind, an all-in maneuver, and finally...
You'd love a bit of resistance here, and everybody loves a comeback story.
They're hunting for you, mantuu, and on the re-peak, it's just too easy.
What that? definitely been hurt now. Aleksib can't get anything done. 3v5 for round number 15.
Well, they know shox is in the warehouse.
They're thinking about it, aren't they?
Ah, there you go. Confirmation of their suspicion. Now catapulting into the valde. AK, he says play on. A fifth certainly wouldn't go amiss, and he's chosen to aggress. Here's the vent dive as he averts his gaze. misutaaa punishes and flameZ with an AWP of all weapons.
Oh, they're coming back up.
No, they're not. No, at least flameZ are going to be heading towards that ramp side. Bomb planted, misutaaa hanging around. So he will technically have a 1v1, but he's biding so much time. Spots him. That's a lot of info. An advantage now. And he will punish. Needs to pick up the pace. He's a bit cautious of anything quick, and misutaaa can just set himself up for success. Decon, the perfect position. Deagle, definitely the better weapon for the job, but so much uncertainty. And as he's playing with his weapons, misutaaa will play for popping into the top site, and it will be in a retake situation for Vitality. Their ramp stack rumbled, and some shots through the smoke connecting.
Oh, this feels too easy, doesn't it? So you can see the flashes being set up here by shox. There's a smoke on ZywOo as well in the kit. So here we go.
Here we go. Strap in, because the whole squad's in the site. They're all here. Massacre for the flameZ Glock. mantuu contributes as well. And that's fallen flat as a pancake. It's so hard, I swear, Chad. Even when it's 5v5 on that flash play, it just never seems to hit the money. There's always someone playing anti, and this time...
There's a problem. Yeah,
this could go really wrong. flameZ, just as he pulls out the nade, the timing is perfect, and my heart started to break. OG thought they had this one as a guarantee. That's what it's supposed to be, but it's so far from it. It's so quick. 12 is found. Apex in
top here, Alex.
Okay. Kyojin looking to finish things here, and he's got caught out. The bomb could go down, and maybe, just maybe, Vitality are going to drop like flies. There's one on the rotate. flameZ, I like the reposition. It's been found, and bullets just a bit shy of the mark, leaving us with only...
It might actually filter back in his general direction here, and Apex is trying to send them packing that way. There's one. How many more can he get? ZywOo around the corner, gets lopped off by flameZ, and... well, they keep...
ZywOo's gone so aggressive. flameZ doesn't even get to play the game.
What can you do?
They're tucked in, established. Every option dotted around. Kyojin with another. It's a pair of frags, and just like that, Rush is struggling to keep up. The frags door, throw out the smoke and try and plant. Apex could spray it down. And misutaaa's been found. Apex is the unchecked variable. And ZywOo still providing some support. flameZ should have one here. Needs to have one here, and he does. A 3-on-3 established for survival for OG here. shox closing the gap fast. Needed that. niko and mantuu combine. And it leaves ZywOo in a 1v3. flameZ trying to finish it right here and now. He's on his own and will achieve it. And just 8 more opportunities.
From ZywOo, chunks straight down the gullet there of niko.
He was ready for it.
Quick as you like.
He peeks into him.
Yeah.
Brutal. ZywOo, another opener. And Apex actually spurred into the fight. Goes aggressive. Being hunted now in the elevated position of flameZ. Good for one. Can't get away safe. Just going to back up that top site defense. They are ahead of it. And that was a necessary one. Kyojin pulls Vitality closer to finishing this one out. And it really has just petered out into nothingness. A very methodical win and conversion here from Vitality for the grand final. ZywOo, high flash for the repeat. shox bides his time, ready to strike. That's something, but here's the finish. Oh, it's brutal. shox will finish off with a little clutch of his own.